Along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. And it'll be the Kings off the tip. Here's Ellis. Pass to Jordan. It's stolen by Hart. Here's Brunson. Ellis with a rebound. Jordan with it. We should see some great ball movement with these two teams, Grant. Fantastic group of passers on each side.
They're just so unselfish. They play for one another. You can see how it keeps the whole team involved. And I'll tell you what, I just love watching teams that can pass like this. Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, well, I can settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, yeah, I was able to talk to Sacramento's head coach. And he said when you watch film on Karl-Anthony Towns, his size is impressive. But when you're actually standing next to him, he looks a whole lot bigger. And he knows how to use that size on the blocks and on the perimeter, which makes him an especially tough cover. Brian?
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
Knicks ball.
Bridges outside. And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. We talk about guys who can really guard. 1 through 5. OG Anunoby is one of them, Brent.
Yeah, OG can make your night a living nightmare the way he can guard. He chases around shooters. He's physical enough to deal with wings who like to play in the mid-range, and he's relentless on the defensive end of the floor. Anunoby, one of those star players in the league that you don't really look at the numbers to see how he impacts the game overall. It's the intangibles that make him special. Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
To the middle. Anunoby. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
With a little zest that time, Anunoby unleashing that athleticism at the rim.
Out to Sabonis. The 3 is up. The Knicks with the rebound.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And it's powered home by Towns.
Yeah, going right for the iron. Towns muscling his way through.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Sabonis outside. No good with the triple. The Knicks with the lead. Towns taking his time here. Pass to Brunson. Picked it out of midair. Here's DeRozan. And the dunk by DeRozan.
And one of the game's better athletes. DeRozan puts a lot of pressure on your transition defense.
And here's Brunson. Covered by Jordan. Chalk up 2 there.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Here's Ellis. Here's DeRozan. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. DeRozan's gotten his second bucket on the night.
And that's where the frame of DeRozan comes into play. So good at bodying up to get his.
And the basket is good.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
When the Knicks are having a good season, it is amazing how excited their fans get, Brent.
Well, it's been generations, BA, that have been salivating for this franchise to get back to its winning ways. The last championship came in 1973, so as a fan, you can't help but get fired up when there's a chance at a title run.
The deep 3 from Levine. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Here's New York. 3-pointer, Bridges. Rebound by Sacramento. Now here's Jordan. The open shot, DeRozan. And another basket for Sacramento.
Oh, the lost art of the mid-range jumper. DeRozan dialing it in.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. .44 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Hart. Six to shoot. Here's Marion. The 3. And it's Jordan with the rebound. Deflects the pass. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Hart.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
DeRozan a screen. Shoots over Hart. And that's not going to go. It's all tied in Sacramento. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter.
The Knicks. 10.
And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And what do you think about the Kings here, guys?
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
And here's Brunson from the arc. And the three-pointer goes. Brunson's got 5 points.
The lefty Brunson with a sweet three-stroke.
Well, I don't think anyone predicted that Jalen Brunson would become the player he is today, Grant.
Yeah, that's for sure, B.A. Or he definitely wouldn't have been a second-round pick. He's a hard worker, a competitor, and an elite offensive player.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Jalen Brunson's craft sets him apart. He said, quote, "I've always played with my instincts and tried to see the game a couple plays ahead. As I've gotten older, that part of my game has gotten wiser and better, but I'm still learning." Brian, that's a scary thought for the rest of the league.
He's already plenty dangerous, Allie. Here's Ellis. After the basket by New York on the other end. Back to DeRozan. Pass to Levine. Now here's Jordan. Knocked loose. And here's Brunson. He's got 7. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Here's Marion. And it's Jordan with the rebound. DeRozan looks it over. Pass to Sabonis. DeRozan with the ball. He's guarded by Bridges. Pulls it. And he hits the jumper.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
New York leading by 3. Now Brunson. Pass to Marion. Here's Brunson. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
That's a bad turnover right there. But aside from that one, I think they've done a good job controlling the pace and the ball during the game.
And you look at the Kings, Brent. They've had several name changes over the years of their franchise.
Yeah, before becoming the Sacramento Kings, they were the Rochester Royals, and then the Cincinnati Royals, and then the Kansas City Kings, and then all of a sudden, let's get to the West Coast, and here comes the state capital of Sacramento. It's not really affected the winning, though, has it, B.A.?
Picked by Sabonis. Launches it. He buries it from 3. Sabonis has got his first 3 points of the game.
Sabonis, a confident scorer on that play right there. Once he's got the ball in his hands in that area, he's looking to shoot.
Anunoby can't get it to go. The Kings leading. Outside Levine. And another basket for Sacramento. And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for the Knicks. Anunoby can't get it to go. Timeout call. Sacramento. And this is a star-driven league. But talk about the importance of role players, Grant.
Oh, B.A., a lot of times they're the ones who carry the day. You know what you'll get from your stars, but when the X factor ignites, that can make the difference.
Substituting on the court.
Here are the Kings with the ball now. 9 points in a row. A good run going. And Cameron Payne is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
There's a minute 47 left to play in the first half. Pass to Murray. And here's Fultz. Now here's Monk. 5 to shoot. Here's Levine. And Levine throws it down.
So good at getting elevated. Levine rises up and hammers it down.
And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's on Markelle Fultz.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Well, Grant, the Kings, one of those up-and-coming teams that are knocking at the door.
Yeah, they have some stars, B.A. They have some great role players, too. Part of their problem is they're in the Western Conference. It's so hard to just make the play-in tournament in that conference.
Good on the bucket. And the Kings lead by 6.
And so far, there's been tremendous cohesion offensively this quarter.
Pass to Payne. Ooh, stolen by Murray. The steal. Left side, Tucker. Towns, left side. Outside, McBride. Right wing. Just 5 to shoot. Outside, Tucker. This one for 3. The rebound by Murray. And it's Sacramento's ball. They've got a 13-2 run going. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Back to Levine. Picked by Murray. Fires from deep. Murray connects from outside.
This small advantage is starting to snowball.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
And so it's the Sacramento Kings with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Knicks trail by 9. Outside Payne to the wing, right side. Marion misses. And so here's Sacramento. They lead by the biggest margin of the game at 9. Next up, they'll face the Timberwolves in Minnesota. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just 1 game. Valanciunas sets a screen. Fires from the line. Shot by Levine, no good.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Offensively, Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most well-rounded big men in the league, Grant.
Yeah, maybe in league history, B.A. He's an elite three-point shooter, post scorer, and his passing is severely underrated.
Pass to Murray. Inside. Here's Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
And Valanciunas just needs a little bit of airspace. He's so big, easy for him to get to the rim.
And Tucker gets it to go. Here in this 3rd quarter, just over a minute played. Ooh, ripped away. Here's Marion. Yet to see a basket. Outside McBride. Clock at 6. Pass to Marion. There's the triple. Good D by Murray.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Valanciunas with it. The Knicks pull it in.
He loved to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper, just unable to do so.
Towns outside. Outside Payne. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. Towns way outside. Zach LaVine clears it away. The Kings lead by 9. Well, Grant, all the high hopes Knicks fans have had in recent years, they have finally come to fruition.
Yeah, it really was good to see the Knicks have a great campaign last year. From the players to the coaches to the front office and the fans. They've pressed all the right buttons.
Sacramento calls timeout. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. DeRozan outside. No good from outside.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Towns for 3. It's rebounded by Sabonis.
Oh, love the intensity in which they're hitting the boards.
The 3 from DeRozan. Sacramento again missing. Knicks trail by 9. To the inside. Oh, it's stolen by DeRozan. And pushing it up. Here's Sacramento. Again, the miss by the Kings. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, Brian. The Knicks, one of the top defensive teams in the league, and it starts in the paint. Coach Tom Thibodeau said, quote, "We've prided ourselves on having a tight shell. We've got great rim protection, guys who take charges, and we're aggressive on the ball. Guys, great defense has always been Tibbs' MO."
And nothing has changed now. Thanks, Allie. Pass to Brunson. Back to Towns. And here's Brunson. Towns outside. Brunson with it. 6 on the shot clock. Here we go, one-on-one. Jordan with it. Hard covering. Jordan misses.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
DeRozan outside. On target from range. DeRozan's got 9.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Michael Jordan. First personal foul.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And Brent, this Knicks team, they've taken on the identity of their head coach.
Well, B.A., isn't it interesting? Tom Thibodeau, lots of scuttlebutt about him as the coach. And then they brought in players that kind of fit the coach. They play hard. They play defense first. They play a ton of minutes. But this team is gritty, and they don't give up.
Pass to Hart. Here's Marion. He's checked by Carter. 5 on the clock. Stolen by Carter.
Yeah, just hold for the last shot. Don't give them another possession at all.
And hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
Now here's Brunson. He's got 7. Here's Marion. And here's Brunson. Achua for 3. And so it's Sacramento now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. They just can't miss right now. Every shot they're taking, you assume, is going in. Back after this. And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Kings call timeout. Swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey guys, I was able to listen in on the Kings head coach talk to his team during the break. He loves what the D has been able to accomplish, saying to his team, every turnover is a big success for us. Keep forcing those errors. Don't let them feel comfortable out there. So expect them to keep trying to be disruptive.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Here's Jordan. The Knicks with the rebound. Here we go. Out left to the wing. Outside Hart. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Drew the defender in close enough for Hart to take advantage and draw the foul.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Kings.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
You also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace. And that's produced some easy scores.
Now Jordan. Outside Levine. DeRozan outside. Pass to Sabonis. Just 5 on the clock.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
And it's Brunson missing.
And it was a great chance to finish on the break, and he flubs it.
Completely lost focus. You can't get 2 steps ahead.
Bridges on the double. Now here's DeRozan. The ball's knocked loose. Pass to Bridges. Pulls it from the corner. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson. Bridges has got his first basket.
Mikal really showing a nice confidence in that shot right there as his shooting percentages are trending up.
The 3 from DeRozan. Achua with the rebound.
It's been a struggle all night long from deep, but doesn't seem like he's lost his confidence. He's still letting them rip.
And that's a foul called on Domantas Sabonis. Timeout. That's his first foul of the game. And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now.
Checking in for the Knicks, number 32, Karl-Anthony Towns.
Bridges outside. Four on the clock. Outside Brunson. Pass to Anunoby. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
The Kings lead by 8. DeRozan outside. Picked by Sabonis. Out to the right wing. Lets it go from deep. Karl-Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. And here we go. The Knicks in transition. Hart can't hit. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Levine for 3. Drops in the 3. And the Kings lead by 11.
And that's become a more comfortable shot for Levine as his career has gone on.
Outside Brunson. Out to Bridges. Takes the 3. Yes. And a nice assist from Brunson.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth. Showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Sabonis outside. Picked by Sabonis. Shot clock at 6. Over Brunson. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Outside Brunson from the arc. Rebound by Sacramento. Here's Jordan. Back to DeRozan. Fires the three. Another three for Sacramento.
I love how decisive DeRozan was on that play. He knew he was going to put that shot up well before he caught the ball.
Pass to Towns. There's the three. And Domas Sabonis pulls it down.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Ooh, got that one up quick.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Kings.
What would you say the deciding factor in this game was, Grant?
Yeah, B.A., ultimately you have to look at their field goal percentage. They were the more efficient team because they found clean looks all night.
And they'll chalk this up as their third win of the year.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And one of the league's superstars, producing as he always does. What a terrific game for DeMar DeRozan.
The scoring effort from him, unreal. Carrying this team, I mean, he was amazing tonight.
Here's Jordan. Second shot opportunity. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
The patience of Sabonis is really one of his better weapons. He takes time to throw a number of moves at you.
The first free throw is good. And Sabonis drops them both. And here's New York now. It's a 16-point game. Outside Brunson. Anunoby. Nice D from Sabonis. So no problem for Sacramento as they get the win. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. And they were just dominant out there.
And that about wraps it up.
Welcome, everyone, to this 2K Sports broadcast. Live from the capital city of California, Sacramento. Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. And so for the Grizzlies, their last game, a loss to the Spurs. And it's going to be the Grizzlies off the tip. Harden surveying the D. Brent, we know that James Harden has won 3 consecutive scoring titles in his past. But now, he really has worked on his game and changed his game to a degree.
Well, that's true, Kevin. Also, the system around him has changed. I mean, what they leaned into in Houston for James Harden to become an offense unto himself was unique at the time. James is a little bit older. He's playing with a different set of players that bring their own skill sets, but he's much more of a passer. He led the league in assists in 2023, so all of his offensive ability has not gone away. It's just manifesting itself in a different form right now.
Going inside, nice D from DeRozan. Ellis right side. Michael Jordan on the wing. Jump shot is good that time.
I just don't think they want him taking that kind of shot again. His teammates are just laughing, shaking their heads there on the bench.
Jackson with the screen. Here's Harden. And DeRozan sends it back.
And defensively, that's the kind of energy you want to see from DeRozan as he comes away with that denial.
Outside, Sabonis. Trains it from beyond the arc.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for Memphis. There's the pick. And it's Harden slamming it down.
A smart play with the ball there. Harden just making the right decision.
Levine looking around. Pass to Sabonis. Stolen away. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Now, here's Dunn. A kick out to Bane. And stolen by Jordan. And the dunk by Jordan.
Yeah, Jordan just glides up the court. It's kind of deceptive. Doesn't look like he's running as fast as he really is.
It's an odd stat, but what I'm going to throw out there anyway, the Memphis Grizzlies set an NBA record last season for players used in a season.
Kevin, this isn't football, right? They had 33 different guys suited up last season. That tells you how difficult it was constant change, hard to build chemistry, and let's face it, hard to win games.
Now here's Harden, following the miss by Michael Jordan. Here's Dunn. The Grizzlies with another miss. The Kings leading. DeRozan on the wing. Jordan outside. Outside Sabonis. That three off the mark. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin. Well, Sacramento's head coach gave me a few minutes. Our coach told me the key is to stay disciplined on defense, especially when guarding James Harden. He said James is special offensively. He's a master at manipulating defenses and drawing fouls. Of course, they don't want to give him easy points at the foul line. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks. The shot's good from Jordan.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
To the inside. Here's Jackson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Jackson's got his second bucket.
And how about the strength of Jackson there? Uses it whenever he's going up inside and fighting through the contact.
Payne for three. And DeMar DeRozan pulls it down. The Kings trailing. Got it. Nice one there from Levine.
Good job by Levine fighting for that position.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. To the paint. Here's Edey. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. 8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
And I'm not sure I've seen a game with more lead changes this early.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. DeRozan for 3.
No, sir. Jackson Jr.'s shot blocking abilities, part of why he was a top 5 pick back in 18.
In the corner, it's Levine. Stolen by Jackson. And here's Harden. He's got 6. Done outside. There's the 3. Trains the three-pointer.
3 points.
Jordan looking around. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Grizzlies lead by 4. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in... And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
DeRozan from outside the arc. Count that as his 4th basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there. Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the decel the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations. And we'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from him.
Jordan wide open. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Here's Wade. And he converts the layup. Wade's got his first basket of the night.
Teams are going to have to watch out for Wade in the open floor. He gets up court in a heartbeat.
And Levine throws it down. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. Goodness.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Domantas Sabonis set the longest double-double streak in over half a century last season with 61 straight double-doubles. He said, "It's awesome to be mentioned with the greats. It's my job as a big man to get rebounds and to finish. At the end of the day, you're just out there trying to win." Kevin?
Thank you, David. That double-double streak was a blast to watch. Historic in so many ways. Shots good by Sabonis.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Well, Brett, last season was disappointing for the Kings after being eliminated in the play-in.
Yeah, a little bit of regression. They did have some key injuries to some guys in the stretch of the season that was vital for them to make the playoff push. But I think it helped them realize just how fun the playoffs are and just how hard it is to get back there. And maybe in this offseason they come back a little bit more focused, knowing how loaded the Western Conference is.
And Jordan can score from anywhere on the floor. At least that's what he believes.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Now the Kings went from 3 seed in 2023 to out of the playoffs completely, Brent, last season.
Well, it speaks to how competitive the Western Conference was. You know, you got to realize, Kevin, Sacramento won just 2 less games than they did after that magical run in 2023. The West was just better. So the Kings got to fill some holes, find some pieces, and hopefully have some guys improve upon what they did last season.
The drive, the willpower of Michael Jordan is on a completely different level. He is competing every second he is on the floor and always looking for any way he can beat you.
Here's Wade. Takes it inside. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Clark.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
So the Kings call timeout, their first. Grizzlies making a switch here. On for 3. They get it again. Here's Valanciunas. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
You know, big guys like Valanciunas have spent a lot of time in this league understanding where the ball is going to come off of that rim on a miss. He was in great position that time.
Here's Fultz. Oh, that's blocked. And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here. 1:51 left to play in the first half. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Kings.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition. Racking up steal after steal. Just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
Well, one thing that's noticeable is just tremendous energy from everybody, and they put that into their transition play, and all that hustle is paying off.
Memphis needs to get off a shot here, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Sacramento leading by 7. Hey, Brent, you spent a bunch of your career as a scoring guard off the bench. A lot like Malik Monk.
Well, not quite like Malik Monk, but this guy has been unbelievable. The way that he changes the pace of a game with scoring. It reminds me of a younger version of Jamal Crawford, who obviously won 3 Six-Man of the Year titles. This guy is so explosive and so confident. He has leaned into the role of being a difference maker as a 6-man.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Three-pointer, Crowder. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
So timeout call here. The first for Memphis. some changes here for the Grizzlies.
Substituting on the court.
The Grizzlies trailed by 12. "51 seconds left to play here in the half. Dunn outside. That one's off. Still out of sync.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
Back to Murray. Kings moving the ball around. Clock at 6. It's deflected. Here's Harden. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Monk.
There's so much talk about James Harden and how much he has just mastered the offensive end of the floor. What do you work on in the offseason? I don't know if there's much other than to stay as sharp as James Harden has been throughout his career.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Now Fultz hasn't made one yet. Screen by Valanciunas. Driving inside. Wide open look here for Murray. That'll do it for the first half. It's Sacramento leading by 10. 5 from Golden One Center. You're watching 2K Sports. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. And so it's Fultz who brings up the ball for the Sacramento Kings. They'll face the Lakers after this one. That'll be at home. That'll be the second of 4 games at home for them. Pass to Valanciunas. 5 to shoot. Fultz with the ball. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Fultz has got the lead up to 12 now for Sacramento. Harden outside. And here is Dunn. Fires the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Dunn's got 6.
Well, Harden in sync with his teammates, and he's looking to create whenever he can.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Grizzlies retired Marc Gasol's number 33 last season. You may recall he moved to Memphis in his teens, watching his older brother Powell play for the Grizz. Mark said, "I had a very unique perspective, that of a fan. When I came back as a Grizzlies player, I carried that with me." Kevin, that pride certainly showed.
Pride's a great word to use. No question, DA. Thank you. There's the drive. Lays it up and banks it in. He has 5.
And the quick feet of Fultz are a problem for the defense, especially when he takes it strong to the hole.
Between rebounding.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
And the shot goes in from Fultz.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Pass to Dunn. Now here's Jackson. Here's Heaney. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Monk for 3. Rebounded by Jackson.
Yeah, just the first miss of the half there. They have to be happy 3 of 4 to start it off.
And stolen by Murray. And now Sacramento on the break. Monk's shot's good.
Yeah, they've only missed 1 out of their first 5 shots here in the second half, guys. Their offense really moving well, ball snapping, and the shooting looks to be in great rhythm.
Here's the teardrop. Edey can't hit. Kings leading now by 15. And now the Kings fast break. And another 3 for Sacramento.
How many times have we seen a possession take that from them today? Ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass.
pass to Dunn. To the wing on the left. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Jackson. No good again that time. The kick out to Crowder. And another 3 for Sacramento.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
The Grizzlies trailed by 21. Harden right side. Dunn left side. Back to Harden. Outside Jackson. Memphis moving it around. And James Harden with the 3. Harden's got 13.
Maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
Murray, no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Harden can't hit.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there. Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level. And his tonight has been high.
And that is why Triple J is a stretch 5. He doesn't clog the lane. Jaren really helps to space the floor.
And the jam by Harden.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Timeout called by the Kings. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And Sacramento has possession. Outside, Levine. .32 seconds left here in the third quarter. And the dunk by Jordan.
And there are nights it really doesn't matter what you do defensively. MJ is going to score, and this is looking like one of those nights.
And it's Jordan with the jam.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Pass to Huff. Bane with it. Drills the three-pointer. Bane's got his first 3 points of the game.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need it.
And so it's the Sacramento Kings sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And so it's Wade. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They trail by 14. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. And that game will kick off a 4-game homestand. A kick out to Bane. Off target with his 3. And even 3-on-3 break. The wide open look here for DeRozan. The offensive rebound. It's stolen by Wade. Here's Jackson. And he makes good on the layup. Jackson's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Grizzlies. Now here's Ellis. Here's Jordan. And it's blocked. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Outside for Jackson. Here's Huff. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Sacramento leading by 12. From deep, Jordan. Sacramento again missing.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
Jackson misses. And Sacramento has possession. Launches it. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Pass to Sabonis. Lets it go with the three. And he's good on the three ball.
Well, that's a bonus right there to have Domantas step out and shoot the three and stretch out the defense.
The Grizzlies call timeout. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hi, guys. Well, during the break, I was able to catch what the Grizzlies coach was talking about with his team. He was preaching the importance of effort, saying he wanted to see second and third efforts each possession. We need to be the more active team down the stretch. Guys?
Thank you, David. And the foul on Harden. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Jordan. Pulls it up. 8 for 15 with that made basket. But he's not satisfied yet.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
On the wing, Jackson. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And so here's Memphis. 11-point game. Wade with no one around. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
And Wade is very selective from this area, but he can absolutely knock down the triple.
Pass to DeRozan. The three. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. And the Kings lead by 11.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Kings foul. Ellis. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here is Harden. Pass to Bane. Good on the three-point shot.
And he just lights it up from downtown. Bane so dangerous from out there.
Outside, Levine. And Jordan has it in the corner. On the wing. Edey with the rebound.
I guess even he took this one of those once in a while.
Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in him.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Here's Edey. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam.
Wow. Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with two hands on that stuff. Out to the right wing. Lets it go from deep. And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here. And here's Jordan outside.
Awesome defense on that play from Dwayne Wade. He doesn't give any room to breathe out there to the opposition.
The three-pointer, no good. Jordan outside. The shake. And then Jordan slams it in.
Oh, my goodness. The creativity, the athleticism of Michael Jordan.
Outside, Bane. Here's Edey. His three-pointer's off the mark. And it's the Kings with the ball. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Back to Jordan. So the Kings win it. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
And welcome to BK Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. Alongside Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll be joined by Allie LaForce courtside. Here we go. This, their first chance to take a look at Cleveland this season. So Sacramento will get the first possession here. DeRozan, left side. There's a screen. Pulls up. And not going to go. He misses his first attempt of the night. And the Cavs with possession. Since being drafted in 2021, Alperen Sengun has really grown his game, Richard.
Particularly his assist numbers. That's what impresses me. You can run the offense through the 6'11" Sengun. It's so impressive.
And so here's Sacramento after the basket by Cleveland. Knocks it loose. And here's Jordan from outside the arc. It's rebounded by Sengun.
0 for 3, not the start they're looking for.
Green for 3. They get it back. Here's Mobley. And out of bounds. Sacramento will have it. We played just over a minute here in the first. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach of the Kings. We talked about how Alperen Sengun can act as a facilitator. Coach said he sees the floor like nobody else. He's got a great mind for the game. And if you let him find his guy out of the high post, he will punish you. No doubt about it, they're aware. He is the engine of this offense.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Pass to Ellis. Outside Levine. DeRozan. It's good on the putback.
DeRozan challenging the defense inside, gets the board and the bucket.
Here's Rodman. And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Here's Sengun. That one goes in.
That is where Sengun is best, around the hoop with great touch.
Pass to Jordan. And slam dunked by Jordan.
He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now. Now Sengun. And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Well, the recent success of the Cavs has centered around their defense, RJ.
Well, if you want a chance to contend, you're going to have to be able to defend. Their coach embodies that, and so does their personnel, specifically their front court.
The Cavs trailing. Now Mitchell. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
That's tremendous focus from Mitchell. Works through the foul and converts.
Cleveland shooting their first free throw this game. Outside for Levine. Sinks it from distance.
Zach LaVine just lets the game come so naturally. His ability to catch and shoot is one of the quickest in the league.
From deep, Mobley. Sacramento grabs the miss.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
You know, the question is, do you leave him in? A third foul this early could spell trouble.
Now off the inbound. Jordan misses. Mobley outside. Off target from outside. The Kings leading. Stolen by Mobley. Here's Sengun. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Now here's Mobley. There's a minute 17 left in the first quarter here. Back to Mitchell. Clock at 6. Shakes him. They get the rebound. And Mobley throws it down.
Putting a little something extra on that one. Mobley showing off his skills around that rim.
Jordan with it. Kicks it to DeRozan. Pass to Jordan. Beyond the arc. And DeMar DeRozan gets a 3. DeRozan's got 5 now.
Hey, look, when DeRozan is shooting with confidence, he is dangerous, especially catching and firing just like that.
Uses the glass on the layup.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
The 3 from DeRozan. Another 3 for Sacramento.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Oh, my goodness. How about that?
That is a tough contest-worthy move. Green just putting on a show right there.
DeRozan outside. Another 3 for Sacramento. Already 7 lead changes. These teams are really going after each other.
It's been a brutal game to play, but a fun one to watch.
Rodman shot is good.
And they keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
You have to think at this point the winner will be the one to settle in on defense.
Here's Jordan. What a performance for DeMar DeRozan. He's been the story for Sacramento. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Kings.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
Another thing they're doing well early on is passing the ball, spreading it around the floor and feeding guys who are well set up to score.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey, Brian, one nickname you hear for DeMar DeRozan is the lone mid-ranger. He said you can operate freely in the mid-range. It's like an ocean out there. If you're smart, you can take advantage of the space and pick teams apart. Brian?
He's an expert tactician working in between. Thanks, Allie. And Şengün gets it to go. Şengün's got 6. Brett, we're starting to see more players throwing alley-oops to themselves off the backboard. Did you ever do that?
In practice, maybe, but although I had some leaping ability early on, I never had the audacity to do it in a real game.
Here's Green. Following the score by Sacramento. Oh, Green just explodes to the rim.
A vicious finish by Green. Boy, Jalen, this man can get up.
Pass to Mitchell. Launches it. Rodman, no good. And it's Sacramento's ball. DeRozan right side. On the wing, DeRozan. Double clutches. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2. And Richard throughout his career.
He knows how to get to his spot. He'll work early against DeRozan.
And Cleveland another 3.
Hitting that shot helps loosen the driving lanes a little, and we know Mitchell only needs a crack of daylight.
Pass to Ellis. That one falls. Nice feed from Sabonis. Ellis has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Outside Hunter. 4-3. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not. And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
Out to the right wing. Here's Rodman. And Cleveland another 3.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Pass to Jordan. Takes a three. And another Sacramento three.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Now here's Strus. Inside. Here's Hunter. And finished off by Hunter.
Ooh, putting on a show for the fans. Going up with a graceful reverse.
Oh, that had a little extra sauce on it, Grant. Time called here. The Kings decide to talk it over.
Oh, that's nice. Substituting on the court.
Kings trail by 4. Richard, something you notice about these Kings, they shoot plenty of threes.
And that's the modern game for you, B.A. But Sacramento shoots especially freely. You are right. And those shots often connect, so I doubt that that trend changes for them anytime soon.
Here's Jerome. Fires the three. The rebound by Murray.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
And here's Crowder from the arc. Here's Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Yeah, he's a top-tier offensive rebounder. Valanciunas uses his size and strength to his advantage to do damage on the boards.
Now here's Fultz. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Pass to Jerome to halt the run. That won't go for him. Now 0 for 2. Sacramento leading by 3. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's on Markelle Fultz.
The length of Mobley, that's what's challenging for many defenders, which is why you pretty much resort to fouling.
Richard, no doubt about the upside of Evan Mobley. What's his best position, you think, though?
Defensively, he can guard 1 through 5. He is a Defensive Player of the Year candidate every single year. But offensively, unless he improves his three-point shot, he is most likely going to be more of a 5. If he wants to play the 4, he's got to be able to stretch it from 3.
These are his first free throws of the game.
Second team foul.
The first free throw is good.
Shooting for Cleveland. Isaac Okoro.
Both good from the line that time. On offense, here are the Kings. Mobley with the block.
Already a stellar defender, Mobley proving he can be relied on to anchor for this team.
He got it up. It's all tied in Sacramento. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
40. The Cavaliers. 40.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Pass to Rodman. Mitchell deciding where to go with it. High post Green to the left wing. Tipped away. Clock at 4. Şengün with it. The rebound by Murray. On the wing, Crowder. Now here's Monk. Murray from outside. Murray! Good from way out.
Yeah, this is the kind of confidence you love seeing. Murray not thinking twice at all about firing away.
Outside for Green. Pass to Şengün. And here's Mitchell. The three. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And Mitchell over to help. Crowder outside. Here's Fultz. Good work defensively by Mitchell.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Pass to Rodman. To the inside. Şengün. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. To the middle. Here's Valanciunas. And he banks in the layup. Valanciunas has gotten his second bucket of the game.
I like it. An old school 5. Jonas primarily does his scoring close in.
And the Kings have held tough. But it seems like the West has gotten tougher, Grant.
Well, what's the saying? If you're not getting better, you're getting worse. And the Kings have to find that next level.
Now here's Mitchell. 13 points in the game. Green for 3. And the Cavaliers, another 3.
He can get it done off the dribble or off the catch. Green is just a flat-out shooter.
Time called here. The Kings decide to talk it over. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Pass to Ellis. Sabonis outside. Gets the 3 to fall. Sabonis has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Rodman. Back come the Kings in transition. And he jams it home with authority.
How about Sabonis getting it started, picking the pocket and sending the ball up the court?
Şengün, the screen. 1:57 left in the third quarter. Back to Mitchell. Pass to Hunter. Shot clock at 6. Three-pointer, no good.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And Richard, whenever Sabonis plays, it's surprising if he doesn't record a double-double.
Oh, they're usually monster double-doubles also. Close to 20 points, 13 rebounds, and at least 6 assists. Domas, he is an offensive hub.
And Cleveland has possession. Sacramento getting their last shot to go. Mitchell with the ball. Jordan picks him up. Outside Mitchell. Pass to Şengün. They need this. And the layup is up and in. Şengün's got 8.
Oh, sometimes you got to flex on him. That's what Şengün just did.
Here's Levine for 3. And the rebound goes to Cleveland.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Hunter, the screen. On the wing, Mitchell. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün. And it's now just a 1-point Kings lead.
Right now, this is what you want to see. Mitchell playing without hesitation and just taking quality shots.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Pass to Rodman. Here's Şengün. He's guarded by Sabonis. Shot clock at 5. And the ball out of play. The Kings will have it. Sacramento calls timeout. Now here's Fultz. Valanciunas sets a screen. Oh, trying his luck from deep. That shot is off. And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Boy, you have to like what we're seeing from DeMar DeRozan.
They have to come up with a new wrinkle defensively because he is killing them from deep.
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Here's Mobley. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters.
The Cavaliers, 51.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. Here's DeRozan. Sabonis outside. This one for 3. Mobley grabs the board.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening. Win or lose, this is the fight you want to see from your players.
You can't question the desire of these teams. It's going to be difficult for either side to get separation.
Yeah, this is Sabonis in his zone. He makes scoring in the paint seem almost effortless.
Pass to Mobley. And here's Green from the arc. And Domas Sabonis pulls it down. Sacramento leading by 4. Here's Jordan. He takes it in.
This has been the story of the game. A battle fought on offense.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
From deep, Strus. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. DeRozan looks it over. The take from DeRozan. And the dunk by DeRozan.
Now that's his dribble drive. That's one of DeMar DeRozan's superpowers.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I did listen in on Kenny Atkinson's huddle. He seems pretty disappointed with the three-point shooting, telling his crew we have to start making more outside shots. I want to see more threes out there. Let's get aggressive. Coach is hoping some big production can make a splash for them.
And Allie, thanks. RJ, the Cavs breaking ground on a new practice facility set to open in 2027.
Situated on the Cuyahoga River, it will be 4 times larger than the existing one. And let me tell you this, the existing one was state-of-the-art, and it continues to rejuvenate what we're seeing in downtown Cleveland. Shout out to the Cavaliers.
Count that bucket.
A nice touch from the interior. Mobley looks very comfortable shooting from there.
The Kings lead by 4. And Green comes to help. Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell. Pass to Mobley. Şengün in the post. Green. Yes, and it's Şengün picking up the assist.
I love seeing Green capitalize on that mid-range. These shots help get him into a groove.
And here is DeRozan. Right wing. Back to Jordan. 6 to shoot. Rodman with a rebound. And here is Green. Here's Rodman. Pass to Mobley. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
When you're talking about Mobley, where do you start? In terms of length, skill set, he's got a great offensive skill set, and he's got a great defensive skill set. This man has the old school grit and grind mentality. See, it's easy to see why his teammates trust him. He's a leader on this team and loves coming up huge in the clutch.
Pass to Ellis. The three. Not going to go that time. Here's Cleveland. Good momentum. 8 straight points. Şengün, the screen. Green takes it to the rack.
How about Jalen Green stepping up, showing poise in a big spot?
The Kings trailing. To the right side. Here's Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
That's the definition of clutch. Hitting the big-time shot on a bigger opponent.
He's got to take that shot no matter who's on him. He wants the ball in these situations.
And the Cavs with possession. A big stretch here going. 10-2. Ooh, Green wanted those two.
The defense gets physical with Green inside, so he uses his agility to get around him.
Kicks it to DeRozan. Pass to Ellis. .116 left to play in the fourth quarter. Jordan with the bucket.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for him.
Now here's Green. Here's Mitchell. Outside, Green. Şengün. Yes!
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Here's Jordan. Money. And tie game. Huge basket right there. Important possession here.
Yeah, we'll see how they execute under pressure.
Out to the wing. Here's Şengün. Count it.
And that's an important shot from Şengün. He takes pride in delivering in big spots.
DeRozan. Oh, wow! A huge basket to tie the game.
The veteran leader of this squad, DeMar DeRozan, showing the kids how it's done down the stretch.
Now Mitchell. Pass to Rodman. From deep, Mobley. Ooh, no good there. Potential game winner was off the mark. Time Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this game. Here's Ellis. Pass to Jordan. Here's Ellis. Back to Jordan. On the wing, Levine. Oh, the long-range prowess of Levine.
I-C-E, ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
Now Mobley. 16 feet out. It's rebounded by Sabonis. Outside Levine. Three-pointer. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Mitchell with the ball. Pass to Rodman. Back to Mitchell. Here's Rodman. From deep. He drops it from range.
See, he had time to line it up, and you know what? He's capable.
DeRozan outside. Lets it go from deep. Mobley grabs the board. A minute 50 left to play in overtime. Outside Mitchell. Now here's Şengün. Back to Mitchell. 6 on the shot clock. Şengün, no good.
That's a look he couldn't pass up. He just couldn't get it to go.
Here's Jordan. Got a hand on it. And it was not a clean block. Whistle blows and a foul on the defender here. It's a shooting foul, so free throws will be coming up. Good on the first, and that gives him a lead. And so he drops them both, and it's a 2-point ball game.
Just incredible confidence at the free throw line. That is how you win close games.
There's a screen. Outside Mitchell. And that misses. That would have put him up. And it's Sacramento's ball. On the wing, DeRozan. DeRozan double team. Here's Ellis. And another miss by Sacramento. Fast break, Cleveland. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
Not many better late game right now than Donovan Mitchell.
Kicks it to DeRozan. The three is up. Rodman with a rebound. Mobley down low. To the paint. Here's Şengün. Money.
Huge points from Şengün, the big man from Turkey, stepping up.
And the game isn't over yet, but they have to move quickly.
Yeah, they need to focus on scoring every possession and not turning over the ball.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
23 seconds left in overtime. Pass to Mobley. Launches a three. And he drills the triple.
That's an important bucket. Now they have to guard the perimeter tight. No threes at all.
Cavaliers foul. Donovan Mitchell. First personal foul. Second team foul.
First free throw is good. And that narrows the gap to 1. And Sabonis drops them both.
Oh, tremendous composure at the line to tie things up and give them a shot at overtime.
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. Here's Mitchell. Oh, and a chance to win the game, but the last-minute shot is offline. Another tie, and we're going to have a second overtime. And as we play into another overtime, the tension continues to build. Both teams refusing to lay down. Here we go. Here's Ellis. Down low. Here's Murray. Kicks it to DeRozan. Over to the left wing. Pass to Ellis. Fires the three. Offensive board. Valanciunas with it. 6 to shoot. Jordan, a good look. And another miss by Sacramento.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Pass to Ellis. Takes the three. And another miss by Sacramento. The Cavaliers leading. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Making himself available. A little hustle and good positioning makes Mobley the option on the fast break.
The Kings call timeout. Both teams deciding to change it up.
One more time for your Sacramento Kings street team.
And here's Jordan. And there's the foul. It'll go on DeMar DeRozan. That's foul number 2 for him. Now Green. And there's a pick. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep, Mobley. Tries again. And no good, as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second.
Mitchell just continues to improve every season, and now he's one of the game's elite players.
Here's Ellis. To the middle. Intercepted. And now the Cavaliers on the break. Mitchell. Oh, my goodness.
Okay.
Throw it down.
Come on.
Oh, man, and that is why Mitchell has won a dunk contest before. He knows how to get a few style points.
Jordan with it. To the wing, right side. Cash. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. 2 points here could be the only cushion they need, Grant.
Hard to say. Crazier things have happened in this league.
Outside, Green. Outside for Mitchell. Cleveland needs to get off a shot. And it's Green missing.
And not a moment to lose on this possession.
Clock working against them right now.
And it's in. What a beautiful shot. Brings them within 3.
One of the best passing bigs in the league. You can run your offense through Sabonis. He makes great decisions.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
He hits the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Well, they wanted every last one of those, and he delivered, making it a 2-possession game.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. They trail by 5. Turning here to our analyst. What elements become the primary keys at this point?
And they're going to have to work fast coming out of the timeout.
Yeah, no time to waste. They basically have to execute things perfectly.
Wow! I can't believe he just did that!
Just wow!
See, those are the type of finishes that you pay to see.
And so it's Cleveland winning this one. Double overtime games are so grueling. And after this one, everyone, the officials, the fans, the broadcasters, will all have to take a little rest.
Yeah, I need that rest, I'll tell you. But, hey, give them credit. They really dug deep into their energy reserves and showed their determination to get this win.
And that'll do it, folks.
It's the home of the 76ers here in Philadelphia, as 2K Sports brings you today's action live from the Wells Fargo Center. And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And reporting from the sidelines all game long, we've got David Aldridge. Take a look at the Kings. They've got to be hoping that the road will be a little kinder to them than their winless homestand they just concluded.
And this is the first game of a real short road trip for them, so we'll see how their first one goes.
Embiid. That one goes. Count it.
So much strength from Embiid. It would take a special defender to slow him down.
And now the fast break. Embiid with the ball. And the dunk by Embiid.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
While Embiid was on record praising the importance of continuity, I don't know that, Richard, the 76ers front office felt the same way.
Oh, yeah. What you say out loud versus your actions can be very, very different in this game. When you have a chance to go big game hunting, you do. The goal was to bring in some help for Embiid and Maxey, and they accomplished it.
Here's Jordan. After the Sixers pick up two. Fires the three. Again, the miss by the Kings.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Out to a hot start. 4 makes and 5 shots to begin this ball game.
LaVine wide open. Again, the miss by the Kings.
0 for 4 to start things off. Got a bit of a pillow fight brewing here, but they're going to get it going.
Pass to Embiid. Fires the three. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight. Outstanding work to send him away. They sniffed that one out.
Alone, good.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Quick start here for the 76ers in this one. Here's Embiid. Here's Maxey. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Yeah, the D is looking helpless to stop them right now. They're doing whatever they want to do on offense.
Timeout called by the Kings. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. And it's sent back by Drummond.
Not letting that one fly. Drummond using his height and wingspan to deny the shooter.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you. Tyrese Maxey has stepped up into a starring role with the 76ers. He says these guys have the ultimate confidence in him, all the way from the organization down to the players. so I can just go out there and be aggressive, play my game, even through mistakes. It's all part of extraordinary growth for the guard. Kevin?
EA thanks. He is rewarding their faith. And I love his statement on growth. He's always looking to expand. Maxey, no good. The Kings trail by 18. Greg, give us one word to describe Domantas Sabonis on the offensive end.
Kevin, I guess I'd say dominant, but that only scratches the surface. The way Sabonis drops dimes, hits shots, and controls the glass, dominant just doesn't even really begin to say enough.
Sabonis with the bucket.
Clearly, Sabonis has that shot dialed in before he even gets the ball. He catches it and shoots it with a quick release.
Now, here is George. Scoreless thus far. 76ers moving the ball around. Embiid, no good. Now the Kings with it. It's an 18-point game. Kicks it out to Ellis. Pass to Jordan. No good from outside. Now the 76ers with it. They've got a 22-run goal. What a pace.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
It also allows them to play inside out, which will make them even more difficult to defend.
Wide open look here for Murray. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis.
And you like Murray as a spot-up shooter, knows where to park himself, and always ready to receive the pass.
Out to the wing. Back to Maxey. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And then slammed in by Jordan.
You won't find a much more entertaining sight. I'd call that slam dunk contest level.
Outside, George. Back to Maxey. Knocked away. And taken away by Ellis. Oh, and here we go. Ellis has got it the fast.
Oh, yes! And I got to say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still, a magnificent move to the rim.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
And so it's Philadelphia out in front by 17 points at the end. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the 76ers?
Showing their energy so far, sprinting up and down the floor, getting out in transition and taking advantage.
And so far, just a great job forcing turnovers and creating opportunities in the open floor. The defense at the heart of that.
Greg, every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Michael Jordan on the wing. Another shot. That's his 4th miss from the floor. He's made 2 of his shots.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. And they are really starting to push it now.
Sacramento again missing. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Ellis. And up the court come the Kings on the break. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession.
And this has been a comedy of errors. I mean, you can just add another one to the list.
Maxey looking it over. Here's Embiid, and he uses the glass on the layup. Embiid's got 4 this quarter.
They are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And you know, guys, with Embiid on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone. on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels them.
Kicks it out to Maxey. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And the turnover again by Sacramento.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
The 76ers leading by 18. They set the pick. Fires, high post. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Ellis outside. Murray outside. To the middle. Poked away. And here's the fast break. Maxey leading the way. Outside for George. And here's Embiid. 15 points in the game. Over Sabonis. Embiid, no good.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him all.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Timeout called by the Kings. Teams deciding to change it up. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Sacramento moving it around. DeRozan. Yep, it counts. DeRozan's got 5 points so far.
If DeMar DeRozan can't find penetration, he's got options. Look, this time he goes with the floater.
Hey, Greg, one thing that the Kings have had work for them over the last few seasons is their depth.
And have made some shrewd moves to fill out their bench. Got great contributions from their 6 through 10 players. It's been a big part of their recent success.
Here's Malone. And another shot. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it. And there's the call on Karl Malone. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Outside Crowder. To the wing on the left. It's Crowder on the wing. 6 to shoot. And stolen by Drummond.
All you have to do is point to their turnovers this quarter. There's a reason the scoreboard looks like it does.
Here's DeRozan. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Malone. Now in the later stages of his career, Greg, DeMar DeRozan continues to be a master from the mid-range.
Kevin, we all know he loves that area of the floor. And what makes him so effective, the footwork. He's so good at backing guys down and creating space to get that jumper on.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, the Sixers have their superstar in Joel Embiid, but Coach Nick Nurse says they have to maximize him in different ways. Nurse said unpredictability is the key. We have to relieve some of the pressure. Guys are overplaying and sending multiple players at him. We have to find easy baskets out of it. Kevin?
Makes a lot of sense, David. Thank you.
And the leaping ability of Oubre Jr. When he gets inside, this guy is determined to finish.
Pass to Valanciunas. Outside DeRozan. Crowder the screen.
Oh, no. He's the last guy you want to put on the line. You can just about book the points every time he steps up there.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Wound up shooting 85 from the line a season ago, which is an exceptional percentage.
The veteran DeMar DeRozan, RJ, a terrific player, a great scorer.
And he's been doing it for a long time. He has been the lead scorer since he picked up a basketball.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Valanciunas. DeRozan. And McCain pulls it down.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Now, here's Oubre. Here's Yabusele. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Philadelphia holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. And we'll be right back after this. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Here's Malone. From down in the low post, it goes. Malone's got 10 points.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Timeout called by the Kings. And Zoelos will bring it up for Sacramento. Sabonis, high post. Shot clock at 6. And then slammed in by Jordan.
Yeah, it's like he just keeps going up and up. Limitless vertical for MJ.
Now Maxey. He's got 9. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking, I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
And Malone, a remarkable power forward. His footwork, incredible. And that jump shot is wet.
And a wide open look for Jordan. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. Here's the 3. Maxey, no good.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Back to Ellis. Pass to Valanciunas. Shoots a 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Here's Maxey. Hits some rim on the way in. And the bucket's good. Maxey's got 11 points.
Capitalizing from the mid-range. Maxey just taking what he sees and making it available.
Sacramento again missing.
And they have been cold coming out of the break. Only getting one of their first 4 shots to drop this half. Got to pick it up. And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in a rhythm on the offense right now.
Ellis with it. Maxey covering. Jordan outside. Shoots over Malone. A nice shot by Jordan. He's got 8.
Well, Jordan's jumper is just pure, especially at that range.
And Malone gets double teamed. Philadelphia moving the ball around. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. He shot 2 free throws in the game. Made 1 and missed 1.
76% from the line a season ago.
And he's good on the second. And here now the Kings. Ellis with it. No scoring in this one. And it's Ellis finishing it off.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that, boy, that is special.
Pass to Embiid. Launches a 3. Valanciunas grabs the board. The Kings trail by 20. And Jordan has it in the corner. Now here's Malone. It's not going to go for him. Good D by Jordan. And Sacramento has possession. Pulls up. Misses the jumper. The 76ers leading by 20. With the league 65-game rule, Joel Embiid might have trouble making another All-NBA team.
Yeah, he's only reached that 65-game mark twice in his career. But he's still a lock to make the Hall of Fame, Kevin, because of how dominant he is when he plays. And look, he's already got an MVP.
Pass to Embiid. Back to Maxey. Kicks it out to Malone. Over Levine. Another miss by Philadelphia. The Kings trailed by 17. Here's Jordan. And it's Jordan with the jam.
And what you see with Jordan, running full speed, but always in complete control.
Here's Embiid. Back to Malone. Here's Embiid. He's got 17. Tipped away. And taken away by Ellis. Here's Sabonis. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
Yeah, I like that he's not taking any chances there. Sabonis goes up strong with the finish.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. So both teams changing it up here. We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter. On the top of the key. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Philadelphia shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And the second free throw, good.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
Outside, Sabonis. Here's Levine with the drive.
Once he gets to that bionic left leg of his, that launching pad, you better watch out because he loves finishing over bigger players.
Outside Lowry. Pass to McCain. Hits it from three-point range. McCain's got his first 3 points of the game.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And as we end the third. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Timeout, Sacramento.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Yeah, we can see over here, the coach, he has some choice words for his team. Words we cannot repeat.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, I was able to listen in with what the Kings head coach said to his team. He told them, you can do a lot of great things out there and still lose if you don't take care of the boards. I want to see more effort, gang rebounding, everyone involved. That was his only focus. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Back to Lowry. Pass to McCain. And here's Lowry. And DeMar DeRozan pulls it down.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Here's Levine. Now Valanciunas. Now here's Fultz. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Embiid with it. Outguarded by Murray. To the paint. Drummond. That's good, and that's Embiid with the assist. And the 76ers lead by 15. Timeout, Kings. The Kings trailed by 15. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Jordan outside. Good ball movement here by the Kings. Just 5 on the clock. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Jordan's got 11 in the second half. To the inside. It's stolen by Valanciunas. And here we go. Fast break. Jordan's got it. And it's Jordan slamming it down.
And there are nights it really doesn't matter what you do defensively. MJ is going to score, and this is looking like one of those nights.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Back to George. Now Embiid. Down low. Malone. And Malone with the stuff.
I love watching Malone just use that strength. He's so good at just kind of burrowing his way inside and then finishing above the rim.
Pass to Levine. Kicks it out to Ellis. In the corner, it's Sabonis. Levine for 3. Hands it from downtown.
Zach LaVine just lets the game come so naturally. His ability to catch and shoot is one of the quickest in the league.
The Kings trailed by 12. Pass to Sabonis. Back to Jordan. Puts it up. Second shot opportunity. And Sabonis lays it up and in.
Nice persistence on the glass. Sabonis understanding how to use his body and length, too. He's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
Here's Valanciunas, defended by Drummond. On the wing, Ellis. Jacks up a 3. Offensive rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
On the wing, Malone. And the call will be against Sabonis. That is his first foul of the game. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth.
A dominant night for Joel Embiid offensively. He's taking whatever he wants.
Pass to Jordan. And the league limiting players from making public trade demands. This makes sense. That's a big change from the past, isn't it?
Yeah, I think he saves franchises from being put in a tough spot. Keeps a player's trade value high, which helps the team they're leading. The drive, the willpower of Michael Jordan is on a completely different level. He is competing every second he is on the floor and always looking for any way he can beat you.
Embiid with it. Over Ellis. Again, Embiid missing. And Zoelos will bring it up for Sacramento. Down by 12.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the 76ers.
And every opportunity they manage to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
Yeah, I think it paid off, that's for sure.
And it will go down as their first official win of the new year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Joel Embiid.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question. That would be all she wrote. Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Assist from Alex.
Here's George. Fires away from way outside. The shot misses. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. Some good competition, but the home. Welcome. Everyone to the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Well, it was the Golden State Warriors in their last game, a loss to Toronto. And it's the Warriors to start out. Outside Butler. Outside Curry. Kuminga with a wide open look. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. And on paper, Greg, this might seem like a potential blowout, but anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
Now Butler, following the three-point attempt by DeRozan. Curry on the wing. Averaging 26 points a game, night in and night out, always a factor.
Those floaters, boy, they really demoralize the defense. Here's the thing, Steph knows it.
Now here's Jordan. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside. Defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
Jordan is doubled. Good defense by Claxton. Break since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals. The Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46-36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
Now here's DeRozan following the miss by Michael Jordan.
And DeRozan is selective when it comes to taking threes, but they're looking confident from the corner.
Pass to Claxton. And Claxton throws it down. He just powered that one down. One of the game's top dunkers. Outside DeRozan. It's stolen by Green. Here's Curry. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Curry's got his second basket.
Curry's so good at working the angles inside, just adapting to the situation.
The wide open look here for DeRozan. Offensive rebound. From deep, Jordan. Draymond Green with the rebound.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Outside Curry. Floats one up. That ball's off target. It's his third miss. He's made 2 shots from the field. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. The Kings head coach gave me a few minutes. We discussed Steph Curry, of course, and what he advised his team to do against him. Coach said, I told our guys that we have to be right up on him, to fight over screens and not allow him to feel comfortable out there. A huge task for any defense, and we'll see if this one is up to the challenge. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thanks. And then slammed in by Jordan.
You won't find a much more entertaining sight. I'd call that slam dunk contest level.
Goes back up. And it comes off the front of the rim. The Warriors trail. There's 53 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Outside, Kuminga. To the paint. He's looking for Claxton and finds him. And now Sacramento on the break. And the dunk by DeRozan.
And dynamite in his legs. And DeRozan detonates at the rim.
There's 31 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Curry with a wide open look. And the Warriors miss again.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And Jordan gets it to go.
A high percentage look for Jordan. It has every move you could ask for in the painted area.
Now here's Butler. He has yet to score. Curry deciding where to go with it. And so the first quarter is in the books. Kings lead by 5. Live from Golden One Center. You're watching 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Kings.
They are committed to running the floor in this one, relying on their speed to get a lot of points off the fast break.
Well, they've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff.
DeRozan a screen. Six to shoot. Outside Jordan. Screen by Sabonis. The Kings need to get off a shot here. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Warriors trailed by 5. And here is Curry. Outside Butler. Some nice passing by Golden State. Here's Curry. In the corner. Moody with it. Off target with his 3. Greg, give us one word to describe Domantas Sabonis on the offensive end.
Kevin, I guess I'd say dominant, but that only scratches the surface. The way Sabonis drops dimes, hits shots, and controls the glass, dominant just doesn't even really begin to say enough.
Pass to Jordan. Outside DeRozan. Jordan inside. He has 6. And the dunk by Jordan.
And right there, you see how quickly MJ gets into the air. Yet another one of his natural gifts.
Pass to Claxton. And it's sent back by Sabonis. Jordan with the ball. Now Green defending.
Tried to show off just a little bit there, but ultimately didn't work out. You know, he's going to get a few stares from his coaching staff and probably his teammates in the next huddle.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Back to Jordan. In the corner, it's Sabonis. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touched by Sabonis.
Now, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. It's 2-on-1. Here's Levine, and the jam by Levine.
Flying around in the open court, Levine can beat you with the jumper and the ability to play above the rim.
Curry on the wing. The inside game of Stephen Curry. Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with not a lot of hope for the regular season?
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll. But it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectation.
Pass to Moody. Launches a 3. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
No doubt that Butler continues to improve his passing. An excellent playmaker really wants to make his teammates better. And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's Curry. Curry, the signature floater.
That's more like it, rounding into form after a very, very difficult first quarter.
On the wing, Levine. Outside, Sabonis. Pass to Jordan. In the corner, it's Levine. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Jimmy Butler. Hey, Greg, one thing that the Kings have had work for them over the last few seasons is their depth.
And have made some shrewd moves to fill out their bench. Got great contributions from their 6 through 10 players. It's been a big part of their recent success.
And so Levine nails both of them. It seems likely that the Warriors' title run under Steph Curry, Brent, has probably come to a close.
I'm not going to count Steph Curry out quite yet, Kevin, but, you know, they have added some quality youngsters. They're trying to grow that group. How fast can they bring those kids along to championship caliber players? That's the big question. They're going to win their share of games. Early on in his NBA career, Murray's showing he's a capable shooter.
Beaten inside. Pass to post. Here's Knox. Out left to the wing. Back to Moody for the 3. And Valanciunas pulls it down. Sacramento leading by 5. Here's Levine. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul, and he'll go to the line.
First personal foul.
And one of the strengths of Levine's game, that ability to lure the D into fouls. Get into the wrong position, and he'll make you pay.
And so Levine nails both of them. 11 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Hield. Will it go? No good on that one. And so it's the Sacramento Kings heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. A good size advantage, and they'll look to increase it. And we'll be right back after this. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Now Fultz. In the corner, Murray with it. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Warriors trailed by 7. And let's get an update on Jonathan Kuminga's injury. David, any news?
Well, guys, I was able to catch up with the Warriors' head athletic trainer. And from what he can tell, he said it doesn't appear to be a terrible injury. It's tough news for the momentum of the team at this stage of the season. That's all we've got from now. Back to you, Kevin.
Good information, David. He's certainly been on our minds. Now, at least, we have a little more clarity.
Yeah, now they have the information they need to take the best course of action.
Everybody wishing the best for him. We all know how badly he wants to be out there playing alongside his teammates and competing.
Out to Payton. Pass to Podziemski. Payton with the ball. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's Murray. And then Murray with the jam.
And showing some creativity. Murray smooth and lethal.
Between rebounding, interior scoring, and he shoots the three. Brent, there's a lot to like about Jonas Valanciunas.
Yeah, Valanciunas has done a really good job of growing his game, Kevin, in today's game. I mean, the modern NBA has shooting bigs. JV has stepped out and proves that he can hit shots from the top of the key, but it's still that grinding, tough, physical play that you want on a nightly basis, and he gives it to you.
Well, the Kings went from 3 seed in 2023 to out of the playoffs completely, Brent, last season.
Well, it speaks to how competitive the Western Conference was. You know, you got to realize, Kevin, Sacramento won just 2 less games than they did after that magical run in 2023. The West was just better. So the Kings got to fill some holes, find some pieces, and hopefully have some guys improve upon what they did last season.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, a couple of seasons ago, Steph Curry first brought out the night-night when he put a team away. Asked about his inspiration, he said, I have no idea. I don't choreograph any of that stuff. I was just having fun. You know how kids' bedtime routines are important? It's the final signal for job well done that day. Kevin?
Well said. He is a 1 of 1, D.A.
Man, nice work off the pass. I like Levine's catch-and-shoot mindset tonight.
Pass to Curry. To the left side wing. And a wide-open look for Claxton. And the 3 ball is good. Claxton's got 5 now. Fultz with the ball. Still without a basket. Here's Valanciunas. And another 3 for Sacramento.
Well, the big man's got to be feeling it right now. A catch-and-shoot jumper from Valanciunas.
Hit by Kuminga. Here's Butler. He takes it in. Lays it up off the glass. Butler's got his first bucket in this one.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
1:36 left to play in the third. 1 for 3. He's off on that one. Warriors trailed by 12. And stolen by Murray. Now here's Levine. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Well, Brent, last season was disappointing for the Kings after being eliminated in the play-in.
Yeah, a little bit of regression. They did have some key injuries to some guys in the stretch of the season that was vital for them to make the playoff push. But I think it helped them realize just how fun the playoffs are and just how hard it is to get back there. And maybe in this offseason they come back a little bit more focused, knowing how loaded the Western Conference is.
In the corner, Murray with it. Outside, Levine. Just 5 on the clock. Warriors with the rebound.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one.
Back to Butler. It's tipped. It's stolen by Monk. Here's Levine. Second chance shot. Outside for Murray. Pass to Monk. Clock at 6. Back to Murray. Another shot. Fultz. It's hauled in by Claxton. Green with the ball. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Back to Murray. And here's Fultz. Over Claxton. And so it's the Sacramento Kings. 13 points up at the end of the period.
The Warriors, 31.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. Trailing by 13. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Butler, no good. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. Sacramento moving it around. Fultz with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. Outside for Murray. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The shot from the low post is good.
One thing you could say about Murray, he is efficient.
Warriors trail by 15. Here's Butler. Can't hit from in close.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but like plenty of room.
LaVine gets the bucket.
A guy more than capable of creating his own offense. Sometimes you just give him the ball and get out of his way.
Outside Curry. Stolen by LaVine. Pass to Fultz. Down low. Deflects the pass. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Butler making it happen inside.
Butler attacking in close. Such a gifted scorer.
Timeout, Sacramento. With an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, I was able to listen in with what the Kings head coach said to his team. Now, he told his guys not to get comfortable. He said, so we've got a little breathing room. So what? That's no reason to slow down out there. He wants them to keep the effort up. Guys?
Thank you, David. And Jordan gets it to go.
And not much else you can do. I mean, defensively, you try to make it hard on Jordan without fouling.
Oh.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. They kick it out to Green. Over Ellis. And it's Green missing.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Outside, Sabonis. And 3 from Jordan. Jordan with another miss.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Green, the screen. Curry can't get it to go. Kings leading now by 19 points. A drive by Jordan. It's rebounded by Kuminga.
Tried to show off just a little bit there, but ultimately didn't work out. You know, he's going to get a few stares from his coaching staff and probably his teammates in the next huddle.
There's Ellis with the 3-ball. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
The shot's good. Butler's got 4 points in the quarter.
such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Jordan wide open. Off target with the open look. No one near him. Warriors with the rebound.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Kings.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year, actually their 5th win on the year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Jordan.
You have to focus on the steals he came up with. They were huge factors in the end result. Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me.
Oh, my
with confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself. Curry outside. Another miss by Curry. And here's Jordan. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. 19-point game. DeRozan gets the bucket.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
And so it's Sacramento easily grabbing this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once